Dr. Yoo-Hoo Tucker. Make sure you subscribe and like to my channel, guys. Check this out.
Welcome to our seminar part 5 about how the evolution theory has influenced the rise of communism, socialism, Marxism, Nazism, and the New World Order. Folks, evolution is not just a dumb idea, it's a dangerous philosophy. And I don't leave my gorgeous wife and travel all the time, speak 700 times a year because I like being gone. There's a war going on. And I want to help win the war. There's a real battle going on, and some people don't even comprehend what's happening. Now, this, like I said, is not my wife. It's just a picture of her. And we live in Pensacola, Florida. We've been there since 1989. January of 89, we moved to Pensacola, Florida. We have 3 kids, 1 of each. They are all married now, and all 6 of them work in my ministry. So it's a real blessing having everybody right there in the hometown. No grandkids yet. Didn't have a long talk with those kids. All right. Kip Kinkel said, if there was a God, he wouldn't let me feel the way I do. There is no God, only hate. Where did a 15-year-old kid get a philosophy like this anyway? On May 21st, 1998, 15-year-old Kip Kinkel, a student at Thurston High School, allegedly entered the school cafeteria, fired more than 50 rounds from a semi-automatic rifle. 26 students were injured, 2 were killed. Later, the bodies of Kinkel's parents were found in his home. He was then arrested and taken to police headquarters where he attempted to murder a detective during his initial questioning. He was not isolated from other students and got into minor kid-type difficulties every once in a while. However, there was no indication during his school years that he had severe mental or behavioral problems. I've known him who he was since middle school. He was a friendly kid with a quick smile, and he was well-liked. He had many friends because he attended the school district for many years. Both of his parents were teachers within the same district, and they were well-loved and respected by all the other students and staff. They were the typical all-American family who lived in an upscale home in a rural subdivision of lovely homes and spent countless hours with their children. The parents were praised by every neighbor, friend, and fellow employee as devoted to their children. They fully participated in all of their children's school activities, took them on cultural trips during vacations, etc. To date, however, there has been no closure about why Kip Kinkel murdered his parents, 2 students, and shot 26 other schoolmates. Kip said, in a poem that he wrote called Love Sucks, he said, it's easier to hate than love because there is so much more hate and misery in the world than there is love and peace. Some people say that you should love everyone, but that is impossible. Look at our history. It is full of death, depression, rape, wars, and diseases. I also do not believe in love at first sight, but I do believe in hate at first sight. Therefore, love is a much harder feeling to experience. If there was a God, he wouldn't let me feel the way I do. There is no God, only hate. What causes a student to feel this way? What's going on? At Columbine High School, the kids that did the shooting, this article came out in Rocky Mountain News. They said their clothes may give a clue to the thinking of these teenagers. The autopsy report for one of the killers documents that on the day of the tragedy, he was wearing black combat boots, a black glove on his right hand, and a white t-shirt with the inscription, Natural Selection, on the front. This kid was a real strong believer in evolution. Right after the Columbine shooting, almost instantaneously, 5 more students from within the Springfield School District were arrested for threatening to murder students, principals, or teachers. In the adjacent school districts, 4 students were arrested for violent threats. And in one case, an elementary school boy shot 5 of his classmates with a BB gun while they were playing out in the yard. Folks, what's going on? What I want to try to do in this seminar is give you a more clear picture of what kids are being taught, why they believe the way they believe, what's in these textbooks.
Turn on.